Are you failing again?
He's away from the
Oh,
talk box.
looks like it's live now.
No?
Something's live.
The chat is live?
Looks like it is.
Go to the Skull channel. It might be that it's a whole new link. Oh, shows I have 2 viewers. Seems to be working.
So, yeah. Yeah. It's working.
Yay!
Yay. Awesome.
All right. Well, sorry about that. People who are trying to join, something happened with the YouTube link, and looks like it had to be refreshed. Patrick, if you get around to it, see if the link has changed in between what was put out there, and if you could just paste that in the relevant areas.
Yep, I can give it a try.
All right. Well, anyways, so thanks everybody for coming, and it's a special day. Battle for Earth was released, so I'm sure we'll have some chat about that. But I got Sean with me. Sean's got his Shaltari.
As always.
So we're gonna be doing a quick game. It's a 1,000 point game. It's mission 2 from the Origins packet for Drop Fleet. It's kind of got some was it Erupting Battlefronts Mark II kind of style where the sectors farther away from you are worth more victory points when they're destroyed. Um, Pretty sure Derek's posted that on the different Drop Fleet forums. If anybody's interested, I can also provide a link in the video description later. So, Sean and we are set up and ready to go. So, we'll go ahead and this is Calm Approach. So, we get 2 cards.
Any two.
Yeah, any 2 that you want. I think. I'm going to go for these. We'll see if that works. Alright, then once you have your 2 cards that you want to use, you can pull 1 card from your faction deck. Go ahead and pull that. Alright, so, you ready? Alright. Oh, that is not the cards I said. And the flip, I have a 10.
6.
Assume you want me to go first?
The board is yours, sir.
Alright, so I've got a Banshee. We are using the Adepticon rules updates, so the Banshee is able to launch torpedoes with Corruptor, but Corruptor now allows basically 2 infantry to land per torpedo. And I'm just going to come on and just go 10 inches up the board.
Okay.
As a pro player, I'd have some of my tokens out. It's your go. Oh, I'm going to full club or silent run. So that's a thing you do with Scourge.
You dropping orbital layers?
No, when you silent run, you have to remain.
Oh, so you're.
Yeah.
I'll drop an orbital layer.
And those watching the stream, you can see we are joined by Patrick, Supreme Champion Patrick, I think is what he likes to be called.
Yeah, since you are hogging the title of Overlord, I have to go with something less extreme.
How about Supreme Hedgehog?
I don't think that one's taken yet. Although with the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer, I don't think anybody wants to be associated with being a hedgehog at the moment.
I will.
No.
Alright. So my next card is going to be a 3. It's a group of Charybdis. Also using them because, hey, Rays and Path Adepticon update makes things good.
8.
8.
Emerald and 3 Void Gates.
You can go ahead.
Okay.
So while we're on the topic of void gates, what do you think about the new monitors?
Well, I'm actually really psyched for them because hopefully I don't have to rely on having just a sea of void gates as much. Though I like still playing with that tactic, I like to be able to have a different tool in the toolkit, as they say. I'm gonna max thrust.
Max thrust.
Yeah.
And then,
So that
if there's anybody in the YouTube chat who comments, we've got a screen up to see it. So yeah, we can respond to any questions that people might have.
so the heavy void gates, I know that we talked about that before, but it's 40 points for a void gate 2. Slower than the other void gates, but with heavier armor, more hull points, better weapons, and 14-inch scan range on his escapable velocity weapons. Makes it quite potent.
Yeah, I mean, so to me, those are going to be a kind of backboard bunker-ish. I don't see that they're going to get much further than maybe 18 inches up the table or so, typically.
No, they are. I would say that they are only for your own back clusters, but they are really good at back cluster holding. So no more having to have your void gates
Yes.
staying back.
Are we able to talk about point value range of a
Yep.
monitor?
Yeah, it's the book has been released, so
How much
or
am I looking
has
at?
been 40 points.
40.
40.
That ain't bad.
No, it's a little bit more than 2 void gates, but you get the capacity of 2 void gates. Slower but sturdier and definitely much more firepower.
He's not.
He's not what?
Max thrusting.
Not max thrusting. Okay.
They all did.
All right. Hi, Dave.
Oh, Dave's here? Oh.
Yeah, Jessup.
Oh.
Okay. So, for my 3 Charybdis that are going to come on, we are going to max thrust.
While we're at it, congratulations, Dave. Hope you get some sleep.
Yes.
Yes. How's the new one, Dave?
The Babu.
They are going to go down a layer.
He said thanks.
Those guys even on the my skull logos, kind of cutting them off. Well, hopefully they won't be there too long. All right, but they are going down a layer, and they will have minor spikes.
Yeah, I probably have minor spikes on all those guys. They max thrusted.
Did they go down a layer?
No, they can't.
Yeah, they
max,
can.
You can't max thrust them
Yes.
down there.
And I encourage you to go down a layer.
No, they're not.
Well,
Yes, you can go down a layer and max thrust.
No. Well, I don't need to.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Oh, wait. Be an atmosphere for those.
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
low orbit. Yes, let's go down. Thank you.
Believe me, you do.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Thank you. I was thinking they were the ones that you'd be in low orbit. So I'm like, oh, I'll
No,
go
these
in
are
low
not
orbit
space
next turn.
stations.
Gotcha.
So the big question here is also how many Pungari ships are you fielding today?
0.
What?
They're not true space hedgehogs.
They are not, but they are
The only
MVPs.
redeeming thing about the faction, I just dream of the day that people start just yelling Pungari during
No.
tournaments.
Never. No, I will. I'll. Are they going to be released? So when are monitors going to be released in terms of being able to buy them?
That's a good question. I don't think that's been said. But you can buy the Hive ship right now, and I think it releases when they ship everything on the 14th. Isn't that right, Patrick?
Yep, that's
what
my
is-
assumption as well.
Here's another one. What does the Hive ship bring to my superior race as opposed to all your?
It gives you incredibly sturdy ship that can just move up and mass drop on clusters.
And because it gets the passive countermeasures, right?
Well,
When I-
yeah, well,
got like
in your field, yes, a 6, but they have the reinforced armor, which means that people crit on +3 to the roll, which means that if you have 3 up, you only crit on 6s.
that's why
Um,
that's why you take particle, because I just crit on everything.
Okay. In that case,
the one time it
stand corrected.
the one time it
Okay,
matters.
are we ready for the next round?
Yeah, go ahead, set your deck. Add 2 more to your pile. I didn't bring my Admiral on because I thought maybe you were going to, so I was playing chicken, but I guess playing chicken more. I'm going to keep my 1 card that I had in my hand. So, Patrick, we've heard about the heavy void gates, but didn't Shaltari get something else?
Yeah.
Something I'm not really too keen to see.
Yeah. So we have the new ion ships, which can force you to go onto standard orders only. If I remember correctly, you get a crippling result for that.
I believe that sounds about right.
Yeah, yeah, and to be honest, it's pretty crazy. I look forward to combining it with impel ships to see if I can trick someone into driving themselves into a large solid object or something similar.
Nice.
Dave, to answer your question, I don't have the dread in this list. We're playing a 1,000-point game. Just didn't have.
So I could like discard this because we only have one.
Yeah, you can discard it and then draw 1 more.
Yeah. It's not a terrible card. Okay. All right.
All right.
Gee, let me guess what you're putting out.
I am going to put out this group of 3 Charybdis first.
Oh wow, I didn't see that coming.
And we are going to
Shoot and destroy an emerald.
no, these aren't. These blow up back sectors.
Sorry, I was thinking they're Jin. I'm just used to. I have PTSD with Jin. I assume you're coming back here and blowing me up.
We're just coming back here. I mean, we might take some pop shots at your guy here, but
That's not very nice.
now we're gonna drop into. Oh, I never put spikes on them. Oh well, they just lost them now. I think because of the way I did this, only 1 guy's in scan range. Yeah, I think he's out. So just this 1 on that commercial sector. They have 4 shots, I do believe. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
On a lock of 4+ with the Adepticon back. Hitting on 4s. 3 saves, Sean, and since those are commercial sectors, I think those are 5+. Where's 5+?
1 save.
Where's my cheat sheet?
I don't know. I thought you were ready.
Commercial or 4+.
So 2 saves.
2 saves.
1 fail.
So 1 fail. All right. I'll stick. Let's see, 7 more hit points on that bad boy. Okay. That's it for that group.
That guy's silent, correct?
He is silent. Yeah.
So to continue the discussion, then we saw that the Shaltari has gained heavy void gate and board control shenanigans. What do Scourge bring to the table after Battle for Earth?
Let's see. What's the proper name of this? I'm so used to calling it the llama, but it's the llama, I believe. So that is your not monitor. I believe they call it a barge, and it's got a bulk lander and party favor bombardment, where if it bombards, it's nice. I think it's only two attacks with bombardment.
Yep.
It's a very discount bulk lander.
Yeah, very much.
So once again, that's going to be one of those hanging in the backfield kind of things, slowly moving up the table, but it frees up the chimeras to be able to max thrust, get deeper up the table initially, because they're sometimes if you've got a space station back here, it's kind of bad to bring a troop ship up there just to put stuff on it, or one lone strike carrier, because maybe you need those people further up the field. But if you just put a strike carrier there and there's only one tank holding that space station, it's very easy for that space station to take damage and you lose your tank. Being able to have a cheap bulk lander fill that same role is going to be great for securing backfield
I
objectives.
think these guys could drop an orbital layer.
I believe they can.
Yeah, and it's pretty sturdy with a 3+ armor and decent PD
Oh,
and 4
perfect
hull.
for
Mauler.
Mauler.
Ah, yeah.
Where are they now? Bring them out here. I want to maul something. So they're going to drop an orbital layer, and they're just moving half the distance. They could go 12. I can move 6.
Sure.
6 to 12.
Yeah.
They move 6.
Okay.
It's probably not a good time for them, but
Probably be all right. Do you want a shields up or anything?
well, that thing has
Yeah,
to
and it,
drop down. It can
This
only fire
thing,
one.
it threatens 16 inches.
That's with its movement, and
Yeah.
And currently I have a signature of 3.
Yeah, it doesn't really care about your signature. It has like 2d6 plus 4 close action, so it has to be within
16.
this bubble,
I'm
basically.
good.
Okay.
A token to drop them in orbit.
Sure.
And that's them.
All right, so then we're on to the next card.
An 8.
yeah, and to continue discussion about the battle barge, 45 points, slightly below half that of a Chimera. I would say it's pretty decent.
So I got a 10. What do you have?
An 8.
An 8?
You go first.
Is your 8 on the table?
Yes, it is.
So it's that group? Alright. We're just going to come up. Still silent. Run? You're not silent run, but he's going to be behind debris. I'm not going to be able to see any of them. He doesn't actually have a spike on him, right?
Nope. He
Okay.
just moved his normal distance.
So we're going to... Oh wait, don't I have to be in low orbit to hit with torpedoes now with the FAC, Patrick? Pretty sure I do have to drop into low.
You're
We're
dropping.
gonna-
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
And you're launching a torpedo?
I plan to in the roundup phase, or at the end of the phase.
Okay. So that's his move?
That's him. He's done.
They're in low?
They are in atmosphere.
Okay, so I can't... Well, I guess I could shoot at him with but it's going to be a bunch of penalties.
Yeah, needing 6s.
Yeah. Well, I'll do the easy stuff first. This will drop in the atmosphere. Just kind of move here. Drop in the atmosphere. Move here. What's the speed of the gate again? Thrust. Oh, nice. Drop in the atmosphere. Go here.
And this is why you wanted to be on low turn 1.
Yes, I see that now. It was I was it was you guys. I was making sure you guys were paying attention. So they have they still have their spikes.
No, those go away
Spikes go away.
because you did standards.
Yeah, standard orders, and they drop down an orbital layer. So I guess it could leave it in white because white is atmosphere, isn't it?
I mean, we could just
Gotta be professional. This guy here.
Fine.
I suppose I will still try to shoot you because I could shoot you with
your guns.
close action,
No close action. Close action can't shoot into
Atmosphere.
atmosphere.
just the guns. Huh?
Yep. Unless you're the Scourge Succubus. I believe it's the only one.
So I'll turn. That's 45.
Speaking of the Succubus, it did get the Adepticon Errata update, and now it's D3 plus 2. Just standard first close action now.
It sure does suck.
That's
I know. It's bad.
really?
It's a dad joke. I'm bad. 6 needed 6s. I'll target.
But remember that it's still Alt 1.
This-
That's the important part.
what's that?
Yes, it's Alt 1 for reasons unknown.
Huzzah! No 6s.
They had nothing better to do.
No, I could have. As a pro player would have probably maybe tried to put a spike on him or knock him on a silent run.
He's out of silent run, but he can't take spikes.
Oh, because you
So
cheat.
a pro player wouldn't
have
do.
done.
Yeah.
Okay. I suppose I could have shot up at it. It's not,
Yeah. You want to roll some 6s at it?
Yeah. What's the signature of your stupid ship?
8.
Okay, so they could all get you because they have
Yeah, signature 8.
So this one here, shoot at your big ship. No, that one there. No, and that one there. Roll 4. Hey, 1.
All right.
Kapow!
Survey says make the armor save.
Keeping you on your toes.
Fair enough. All right, we ready for the card flip?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I've got an 8.
I have a 6.
All right, my 8 is my troop ship and 3 corvettes.
Troop ship and 3 corvettes. Yeah, there you go.
All right. So the troop ship will come on. It will go into low orbit. And it'll come on here.
So I should be able to drop.
Yes, at the end of the launch phase.
Correct.
Going to low, nothing for him to do. Corvettes move 16 inches, I believe.
It seems like cheating.
All right. And we will come onto the table. In the Flying V formation,
Mighty Ducks.
as made famous by the Mighty Ducks.
That's all your shenanigans?
That's all my shenanigans.
Alright. Alright. These two guys will just, they can only drop to low orbit. They can't come in on atmosphere. Correct?
Correct. Yeah, they can only drop to low.
They'll drop to low. Might as well have, well, you know what? Screw that. I'll just have 1, because I only need to just put 1 there. So 1 could come in normal and drop. 1 could max thrust, right?
I'm sorry, say that again?
This one could come in just 6 inches off the table here. The other one could come in and max thrust, correct? And drop to low orbit.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well. I should have probably thrown their shields up. Because you shoot them anyway. It's a 5-up. They have a 5-up save normally and a 5-up passive. But at least the passive could save versus crits. You know what I mean?
Well, you probably don't want shields up versus the Nikar, because you'd be able to knock out hits, whereas otherwise you're just gonna eat.
So he gets a spike, and he's in low. He's
Okay.
in low. These two numbskulls will come on. He can't take spikes.
Not until he is crippled.
Yeah, that's cheating.
Says the guy with shields.
So they'll drop to low. That thing's in low.
That thing is in low.
That's in high. Or did
It
I
is
drop-
in low.
It's in low. What do I want to do with these numbskulls?
It is my Chimera and his 3 Corvette buddies.
There's really nothing I need to ping. Because I can't ping that.
You can ping him.
I'll ping. This one here will ping that over there.
No, you cannot.
I can't.
You max thrusted.
Oh, yeah. Good call. Probably shouldn't have max thrusted, but no one. Yeah, and they'll drop a low orbit there.
Okay.
And that's me. Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Ready?
Yep, card flip. I have a 15. It's my battleship.
16. I have my battleship.
You could come on first, buddy.
Alright, thanks.
What do you have with your battleship? A Void Gate?
A single void gate.
Okay.
That is the winning void gate right there.
Thought for maybe a second it was an opal, and I was like, that doesn't work on your battleship with just one.
So you still have a whole bunch of crap.
It's not crap. It's Jin. Everybody loves Jin. We've got a Sphinx. It's almost as good as a yokai, and then I've got a dragon.
Max thrust to that to there. It's be a little ballsy. The signature of that thing right now,
8.
8. I have a scan of 12. 8 and 12 is 20 inches, plus a movement of 8. So 28 inches.
You might be able to shoot me.
No. Well, no. You cheat at this game.
Only by accident.
So see, here's the thing. Do I do the old Patrick max thrust at this thing, throw the shield up, and just hope that he can't kill it, and then next turn weapons free?
I don't have long range firepower in this list. Well, the Sphinx. It's basically
Your battleship scares me.
my battleship has. I think it can do up to 10 damage with burn through.
That's a lot of damage.
It is. I've never rolled that well, but it is, I guess.
Max thrust, shield up. It's Christmas, baby.
Max thrust shields up.
So basically, you could see me across.
Alright. Are you in low or high?
He'll drop to low. Low.
That's your final answer?
No, he'll stay in high. That's my final answer.
Think about it.
Well, he's in
I'm just
low.
screwing with
I know you are. I know you are. But I'm actually trying to think it through because you're in low, so I'm gonna have to drop, so I can't go weapons free and drop and unleash the fury.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to be a man and stay. I'm in low.
I mean, you could start singing the Mulan song.
Man, he max thrusted too.
Do you know what this is?
That is a tree frog. Oh, is that the loud frog?
He was right in the middle of our pool cover.
Oh, how'd you fish him out?
I pulled the pool cover.
Oh, okay.
Smarter, not harder.
My wife came in with a tree frog.
That's pretty cool. I haven't seen those. I usually see toads. That's me.
Oh, that's you? Alright, so my thrust of 8 battleship is going to come in, and it is going to go to low. Ooh, but you're in high, right?
No.
You went to low? Alright, good. I want to go to low.
Yeah, figured you did.
You should have made this harder for me. So what is your scan right now?
Oh, you want to see the scan?
Or
Well,
your
okay.
your signature?
All right. So signature. That's my signature.
Cool.
So you stand still for naming bonus.
All right, let's try this. I've got we'll use the furnace cannons that hit on a 4+. We've got 4 attacks, and it can go up to, I believe it's 10.
Roll like crap.
It normally happens that way.
You're due.
So,
That's not rolling like crap.
all right. So we've got 3 successes and 1 crit, but you've got your shields up, so you get saves against all of this. That's a 6.
Yeah. Oh, that's a crit. It's
Yeah.
a 6. Gotcha. When you said you said you have 3 successes and 1 crit, you brought that dice to.
No, I was
thinking
just-
like you critted on a 3 and like.
Heck yeah.
Wow, that's baller.
Screw
I
that.
got you.
All right, so it's just going to be 3 saves.
That's it.
So
Oh,
far.
so far.
4 saves. And done.
What is my save?
I am terrible with the burn through lasers.
You need to play real faction.
That should be what, a 4+ on him?
Yeah. So 2 go through.
2 go through. All right. There you go.
16. Look at that.
And this guy was in low.
Payback.
All right. I'm done. Do you have any launch or anything you want to do?
No. Is this the damage control phase?
It's at the very end, but yeah.
Huzzah! I
Sure.
get to heal back to 2 whole points.
That works.
I was like, cool. Heal back 2 all points. I'll use it.
All right, but first, before we get to that,
Gotcha.
we have to do the launch. So first things that happen will be torpedoes. And I am going to put, I'm going to attack this building here, just directly launching with a torpedo. Let's see, we've got 1 crit, 3 saves. Can you give 3 4+ saves? That's the loud tree frog that my wife just released.
But you already. Oh, wow.
It's a loud tree frog.
How about 2 saves and 1?
Alright,
Not
so
save.
it took 2 points of damage, meaning it's got 6 left.
Okay.
And
You're such a dirty player that you're blowing up. What are these happy people are living in this city, and you're just like, I'm shooting torpedoes at it.
in
and
case
blowing
you
up.
haven't gotten the memo, we just got kicked out of Earth today. I haven't read the fluff yet, but something tells me Scourge aren't sticking around here on the battle for Earth.
And then you knock my miniatures
I
over?
knock it over. So I'm putting 2 infantry down there, who will man that military outpost for next turn.
Well, don't I get to put infantry down?
Sure, after everything.
After you?
Yeah, I just hit it with torpedoes.
No, but you put infantry down.
Yeah, my torpedoes give out infantry these
Oh,
days.
that's BS. God, you're such a cheating faction.
Hey, blame Dave Lewis.
Get him on the horn. I'm just kidding. So I can't drop with this because it max thrusted.
Correct.
They did not. They dropped to low, but they can drop,
They can, yes.
and he can drop.
Yes.
So that is 3, or launch, I should say.
So, but you only have 3 Void Gates who are capable of
Correct. I know.
putting down armor.
Huh. God, I'm so dumb. I picked the wrong ships. I put chromiums in, and not cobalts. Good job, Sean.
That's okay. Like I said, you've only got the
No,
3
no,
from
no.
here.
But like these things in my list, I put in chromiums, which are the burn-through lasers, not the
Oh.
motherships.
Oh.
I
That's
put the
fine.
wrong ship in here, and wrote the wrong ship on the card, but that's okay.
That's all right.
I think they only have 1 apiece. I know they can't necessarily drop it. I want to see kobolds. They have 1. So this guy's the only one that could do it.
Yep. Which is fine. You can do.
I could do these 3.
Yes.
He's not in low. He's in low. He's in low because he max thrusted and went low. So these 2 are in low. These 3. So I'm gonna put 1. Can I put 1 here?
It has to be a place within 3 inches of.
Where I'm at?
Yeah. I mean, you might be able to.
No, I can't. So I might as well. I can only put 2 here, and I could put 1 there. And like blowing it up, right?
I'm probably not shooting it again, but I might.
I have the ability. Oh no, I can't drop here
You cannot this turn.
because this guy's in low.
Correct.
All right, so I'll put 2 in. Is there a military one?
There is right here.
I'll put 2 in there,
2 armor there.
and then 1 armor in the city that you're besieging. Because you're a jerk. Jerk.
I'm not a jerk.
And then I use the card, heal back to 2,
Yep.
to do things properly.
Alright, so we've got 2 armor here.
Oh, can I have healed one of those stations? No, I think it's a ship. Yeah, it's hull points. They don't have hull points, correct?
If anything, you.
The ship regains.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, can I like counteract the damage you're doing?
Alright.
Because I'm more peaceful and don't like to blow things up. I like to blow up your ships instead.
Alright, so we're going to put 3 infantry here, 3 infantry there, coming out of here, and I get a spike.
Put my 1 there.
I will. When I feel like it.
I know. I know who you are.
Alright. So he doesn't get a spike for launching the torpedoes. There's nobody within 24 inches that I really care about.
They all get spikes. Right?
Oh, these are close action. Right?
Yeah. Close action.
You know what we're going to do? We are going to put 3 fighters on this guy. But they're going to fly through the debris to do this. Well, actually, who could I want to keep alive more? Alright. We're going to put 1 fighter on this guy, 2 fighters on this guy. On a 5+, the fighter dies going through the dense debris. He is fine.
These are bombers. Oh, you have markers?
Yeah, I have markers.
I have the...
The official?
Yeah, I'm official, not like you.
Alright. So we're going to use some fun
Scourge.
counterplay here.
Scourge crap.
Scourge crap. Well, I am so looking forward to the new Remnant.
Are they Remnant?
Or Resistance. They're Remnant to me.
I don't... Why did they change it?
Faction identity? I don't know.
I actually kind of like the idea, I guess. But I mean...
Well, they are the Remnant. That's who they are, but
Right.
the faction is called the Resistance.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that's it for me.
Bring in the
Yep, your last 2 cards into your deck.
last one.
You only have 5 battle groups?
Yeah.
Oh, my battleship took a spike for doing all that fun stuff.
Drop to 4 now.
Yep.
Oh, that's being kept. You keep all 4, right?
What do you mean?
It's not like I was thinking that you draw 4 and have to discard.
No,
keep
no,
all
you
4.
can keep all the cards if you want to, but then you don't draw.
Okay.
Hold on. I set my deck. Now I have to pull 3 cards.
You only have a commander of 3.
No, I have 4, but I'm keeping the one I have.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, sucks to be you, Sean.
No,
Sucks
it
to
doesn't.
be you. Alright. Are we ready?
Uh-huh.
Got a 10.
6.
Cool. I'm gonna play a card.
Jesus Christ.
Admiral's Directive. We're tied now. And that is my Banshee who is trying to go. So now we roll off. Unless you've got an espionage that you'd like to use.
Hold up. Wait a minute. I don't trust the roll off.
And there is an espionage in play, getting rid of my Admiral's Directive. So you can let me go first, Sean.
No.
You can let me go first.
No. 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 No.
It's not a good plan.
No. Because you're at I'm going to fire these dudes into you like there's no tomorrow.
Or they could get my battleship.
No, that thing is gonna die. It's closest target. I'm going for the closest target.
Yeah, but I mean, look at this guy. He's got like a signature of 16.
No, that thing's dead. Dead. D-E-D, dead.
Should have put some more fighters on it.
No. All right. So, with the right card, because I'm gonna have to go home and like read all my stats again and like memorize them because this is embarrassing. Okay. There's no need to go weapons free because it's all fun stuff. But they'll go. You could turn 45 degrees, correct?
Yes.
So thrust to 12. Over here. It's the stem.
Yes, it's the stem. It's not the base. You're not flying through that debris.
No. So all are within my scan of 12. So huzzah. Everything on that piece of garbage.
Alright.
Everything. And when I mean everything, I mean
I will use my fighters for +3 points of defense. Which will bring me up to 11.
No, we'll hold that off. Okay. So I have 2 attacks. So the first one, this is the burn through. 2 attacks? Really? No. Mauler 6 means I have 3 attacks, up to 6 damage.
Yes.
Here,
So
here.
so do the first guy.
Yeah.
3 attacks. Just 3 dice.
Yeah. It's a lock of. What's your armor?
4.
4. So it's a lock of 4. So that's 1.
Okay.
2.
2.
2. And no crits because I didn't double your.
All right. Well, no. Do the whole group.
The whole group?
Yep. So you're up to 2. No crits.
2. Okay. Next one. Be that one there. 1 crit.
That's a crit. So we've got
1 crit and 1 normal.
3 crits and 1 hit or crit.
This one isn't a crit.
I know that's why that's 3
Oh,
hits.
3 hits and 1 crit. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now these are all going to add a crit. Jesus.
Or not.
That was the second ship's
Yep.
burn through, and then this is the last ship's burn through. Or Mauler. Nothing. That was it. Lackluster. I do have more close action. I have the disruption beamers.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use my fighters against this, I guess.
Mhm.
So needing 5s. We've got crit goes away, and then the all damage goes away from point defense.
Okay. Are the fighters gone?
The fighters are gone now. Yeah.
This is not a point defense shot. A lock of 3. 2 attacks apiece. I'm rolling them all at once.
Okay. Yeah.
There we go. So that's crit. That's a crit. That's a crit because it's a lock of 3
Mhm.
and 1 damage. So 3 crits and 1 damage.
Save. So I take 3 damage.
Lackluster. Oh, I'm an idiot.
What's wrong?
I could have used this card to re-roll because it wasn't a close action combat, but oh well. Don't worry about it.
You only like missed with 1
Oh.
shot.
I know. I could have missed with 0 shots.
That's true. All right. I'm down to 11 hit points.
Yeah, but you're not crippling. Shields up.
Shields up.
Shields up. Now it's your turn.
Okay. They've already gone.
Correct. Tried to cripple you.
You're going to go right here next to your big guy. Staying in low. You're in low.
I'm in low. Correct.
Yeah. All right, and the Banshee will go ahead and fire. It's going to do its beam array first. So hitting on 3s. You've got 2 armor saves to make.
Save them both.
Saved 1. Scald.
Oh, save 1. Just take 1 point of damage.
Yep. Yeah, because you are within 6. Alright. So now the Banshee has 2d6 plus 4. So that's going to be 11 dice. See everything I just had out here. Hitting on 3s. Alright. Hitting on 3s, we have. You have shields up, so it doesn't matter.
Nope.
So, was that 8 saves? 8 saves.
Jeez, man.
On 5s.
2. So 6 damage. That's pathetic. I'm down to 11 out of 18.
So not crippled yet.
Not crippled yet.
Alright. Next card.
8.
I have an 8 as well.
Ooh.
My Chimera and Nikar.
Is it add your ammo value in D6 or is it just?
Well, we're the same. You've got a 4, I've got a 4.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you win essentially. You. Is it
But
the lower one wins or the? I don't know how it works.
yeah, higher one wins. Or gets to say what the other person's doing, rather. Which group is it that's going?
Emerald. And the Void Gates.
I'll let you go first.
I'm gonna ask a silly question.
What's that?
Do you want? Do I throw the shields up on the void gates? Five. I mean, they have a 5-up armor save, but I get a 5-up passive armor save. So I would say, yeah, throw them up. I mean, yeah, you could see them 8 inches away, but they're in atmosphere.
I don't really have ranged guns. It's my close action you have to be worried about. And that's all my Corvettes have.
I have a 6-point defense. So would I rather have the point defense of 6?
I think you would probably want the point
All right,
defense.
so then they won't raise.
Because you're only going to have 6+ armor saves.
So that's that. They all moved. This cluster F here,
You can station keep to just sit there.
I want to be able to shoot you, allegedly.
You have a minor spike.
Mm-hmm. Can I drop and shoot you?
Into atmosphere? No.
No, not in that. Oh, if I drop to another orbital plane, it doesn't help me. It's still going to be the same lock value, so I might as well not. And it's the emerald. So I will fire one gun, or I can fire one gun in my close action, but I can't fire close action.
Correct.
So I'll fire the one gun into that guy there. 6 attacks.
Are you going to station keep? Otherwise, you got to move 6 inches forward. Or
Yeah,
whatever
5.
your amendment is.
Yeah, I'll station keep, so I get a spike.
Heck yeah, you get a major.
I'll put my shield up.
It's probably wise.
There we go. There's 2 6s.
2 6s. Alright, needing 5s.
Come on.
Yes. Alright, I'm crippled. What happens to me?
Cripple damage table. 4.
Probably dead.
3.
And I am dead.
Do you explode?
I explode, but not in atmosphere. Suck it.
So you just remove one model.
Hey, that's more than my troop ship's done.
Okay. Station keeping and doing what I did allows me to still drop.
Yes.
Alright, that's all I care about.
Yep. Okay.
Next flip. Oh no, you have to,
it's my go.
you have to go.
The
The cheater has to go.
We're going to drop into atmosphere. Alright, we're going to do... We'll get greedy.
They're not in atmosphere.
He's not in
He's
atmosphere?
not in atmosphere.
Okay. Has he already activated?
No, he is not.
Alright. Then what we will do is we will stay in high orbit with, or low orbit with him.
Mm-hmm.
These two go to atmosphere. They're going to combine their shots onto that guy.
Mhm.
So it's going to be 7 shots.
Miss.
3, 7. Hitting on 3s because of the air-to-air changes.
I'll take that.
Well, go ahead and use your point defense.
On the 1,
You've got
6. Point defense.
2 crits and 1.
Is this a skull?
Just about everything has skull these days.
Yeah, I figured as much. So
You can knock out 1 hit.
I'm not got 1 hit, but that doesn't matter because he's dead.
How many hit points did I have?
2.
2.
Because they nerfed him.
Guess who's back?
Hey, welcome
Oh.
back, Patrick. I'm also going to play Point Blank Death because I realized I should have played it with that guy, but I'll play it on this guy instead to have 6 attacks on that void gate. Hitting on 4s because air-to-air is not in effect. Well, you get your saves.
Passive or I mean my armor save
Oh,
or
you
point
didn't.
defense?
You didn't roll your armor save on your 1 void gate who died. If you roll 2 6s, you still live.
How many dice?
or at least 1 6, 2 dice.
You did 2 hits.
Yeah, I had the 2 crits.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no armor saves because those were crits. But this guy, you've got 1 crit, 2 hits, but you got to roll your point defense first.
Point defense of 6.
You can knock out the crit, or you can knock out 2 hits.
Either way, it's dead. It's only got 2 armor, but I still have armor saves.
If you knock out the
crit.
2 hits, you only take 1 point of damage.
Yeah, I'll do that. But I was gonna say, I still get my armor roll, right? Or no?
Not against the crit.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. I could gamble, take the crit away, roll.
2 6s.
Oh yeah, because it's scald. I keep forgetting it's scald. Yeah, you're right. No, I got it. I'm alive with 1.
You're alive with 1.
But darn it, I'm not crippled or any of that fun stuff. All right. Damn, man. It's not going good for the good guys.
You guys aren't good.
Here we are.
Why is that battle cruiser not dead?
Because I rolled like garbage when I was trying to mauler the hell out of it.
I don't really have any targets. Oh, shields are up on that guy. He's behind the fine debris field.
Yeah.
I'll roll it.
Pro place.
Miss. There. Done.
Flipping over Z card.
Alright. 16. Oh, I've got a 15. I'll probably go first.
So you could cripple me.
That would be yes. Yeah.
So far, I don't know if I like the idea of max thrusting and putting shields up with the diamond.
Who told you such a stupid idea?
The voice in my mind.
Alright.
Get up there!
We are going to weapons free. Death has gone away. Alright, so weapons free with the dragon. We'll use the Oculus Beam Array first. Zoom over.
What you're shooting at?
Oh, the battleship.
Mm-hmm.
So there's block line of sight. You can't see it. I'm trying.
I've got 2 armor saves for you to make.
Made 1.
Made 1. Alright.
I'm probably now crippled.
Alright, so
I'm not.
I'm gonna try the furnace cannons again in the wide blast one.
The furnace fangs.
Furnace fangs, yeah. So it's gonna be 4 attacks, hitting on 4s, but I do have a card for recalibrated targeting. So I'll choose this one weapon system, and I may re-roll missed rolls to hit during this turn. So 2 crits thus far. So we've got 2 crits and a hit.
Doesn't really matter.
Those fighters are still with him. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. So we're up to 3, still up to 3. Or I'm sorry, 4. 5. 6. Reroll. 7.
You only get reroll on the first one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Oh, then I've got
6.
6. Do I only get rerolls on the first
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, only on the initial roll with burn fruits.
Oh yeah, it does say that. Hey, it's the last sentence.
I can't roll.
Well, 4 plus.
3. Save. I'm crippled.
You're crippled?
Yep.
Alright. Well, it's the 5 table with 6. That's the best one.
Yep.
You take 3 more, and then we roll again on the crippling. Back on that table. Uh-oh. we roll that again? 3 more?
I can't not be blown away. Can't be blown away.
Jesus Christ.
Roll to see how far the explosion goes, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Did you just kill it?
Yeah, oh yeah. He straight up, he
I-
did more damage
I get
rolling on the crippling table than he did with his guns.
I reactor overloaded it 3 times.
Yeah, that's 9 damage. He did 3 damage to me to get to that point.
The explosion radius,
Mhm.
3 inches.
So just my guys, probably.
No, they're out.
Oh my god. Well, this was going to be a quick game.
Well, that's why we had Patrick on. We were going to talk battle for.
Well, you get to go. Well, I guess I get a void gate since
So you just have to repay the favor with your maulers on his battleship next turn.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I tempted him to attack my battleship, but he declined.
No.
What?
With the maulers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a 3+ value over the 4+ of the.
Oh, I didn't know that was a 3+. I thought it was 4 or 5, like your crappy. He's gonna drop to low, our atmosphere, and sit there.
Okay.
I guess he could shoot you.
Yeah.
We'll take a shot.
So have you guys gotten to discuss the shadow yet?
No. And we've just been playing the game.
Nope.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, I would say personally I think the shadow is a bargain
Got a.
for its 45 points.
You get to go.
I think the shadow. It's the Crotus.
Mhm.
So we're just gonna move 2 inches. And 2 inches, and we're going to keep working away on that commercial sector. I like the Shadow. It definitely lets Scourge play a little bit of a longer range game with being able to have the forget what that's called now.
Detector.
Yeah, detector. Yeah. Hitting on 4s.
Mhm.
We've got 1 crit, and then you've got 5 armor saves.
Is this scalding?
It is scald, so you save on 5+.
So 2 saves. And you actually did more damage.
So
I'll give you 1 more, and then I have 2 successes.
So then you have 2 successes, so it takes 3.
Yeah. What about the crit?
The crit just automatically happens.
All right, the crit takes me to 5, and then I take 3 more. I gave you another bonus one because when you originally shot it, you told me 4 up. You didn't tell me the scald.
Oh.
So I gave you 1 for the
Oh, thank
scald.
you.
You're welcome.
Someday I'll blow up that sector.
You'll blow it up handedly. Turquoise and the void gates.
Yep, your go. Yeah, I mean the detector rule. What's the max squadron size of them? Like 3, Patrick? Or is it
2 to 3.
2 to 3? Yeah. So we get a couple of detector attempts to knock a ship out of silent running, or put major spikes on something. I've always loved the yokai, so those guys will go great with them.
Yep. And with 2 attacks of damage 2, 3+ lock, they're not slouchy gunships either.
Yeah, most of the gunships or the monitors or the new ships, they do about 3 to 4 damage typically. I think
Yep.
the exception is the PHR. What was it, Caster?
Yeah. Which got a quite dangerous possibility of 8 damage. Still just 4+ locks and a few slades. It needs to go weapons free, but
They're max thrusting,
Okay.
and they're in low orbit.
Okay.
he is going to drop into low orbit and just move up and
Shoot me.
shoot you.
Okay.
He's going to fire his harpoon cascade, three up, or 3 attacks, meaning a 4. 1 crit. Do you have
Okay.
any passives?
The harpoon cascade. So that's not your beam.
Not yet.
Okay.
I thought close action has to go last.
Well, both of those are close action,
No.
I believe.
This is a normal gun.
Oh, okay. So you did 1 crit then?
1 crit.
Okay. So I just take a point of damage.
Now this is my close action. Oh, I'm an idiot. I keep forgetting to use the card. Did you let me re-roll one of those?
Sure.
And nothing. So the card was wasted.
Just what I like to hear.
I know, right?
Oh yeah, discard down to only 1 card in your hand. I guess would have been that card you just played. Unless there's something else you want to keep.
Not. Yeah, I know. That seems cheating, but I'll.
No, it doesn't matter. I don't care.
I know, but it seems like it's cheating. D6 plus 3. Hey, 5 and 3 is 8.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, ain't bad. Block of 3.
Patrick had 2 of those at Adepticon, and they were tanking everything.
I didn't do very well. Well, at a low point game, I couldn't really. I mean, I guess I didn't have to field a diamond, but.
Alright, so I have
1
3
crit.
saves. I'll take 3 damage.
So turquoises, I had 2 turquoises with 2 opals in the same group, which went shields up bombarding, and they were really good.
I am now
They,
crit.
I probably should have brought mine in sooner.
Oh, hey, roll 5 or 6 and return the favor.
3. Was it a catastrophic?
Weapons offline. I take 3 more. Oh, you're stopping me from using launch assets. That hurts, though.
Yeah. Suck it.
Payback is a bitch.
Though I don't know if I have enough firepower. That's the only problem with the diamond. If you lose the diamond, it's like I don't really know if I have enough that's gonna counteract what you have. He's gonna throw his shields up.
So continuing a little bit on the PHR discussion here, where you have the Pollux, the escort frigate with its Aegis 7. Big question here is if we will see PHR bricks with the Aegis ships going together with the ECM ships, protecting their big ships.
Go first, because it's my Sphinx. Yeah,
Your Sphinx.
I mean, between the what is that? The ship that does the ECM stuff.
That one, Calypso.
Calypso, yeah. I mean, so you've got the Calypso for reducing people's target values. You'll have Aegis for messing with Scourge, particularly. Although with UCM fielding a lot more Havanas, or even the new Vienna has decent close action to it.
Yep.
Firing everything into that. They just moved. No weapons for either and low.
Okay.
The first thing I'm gonna do is the disruption beamers. 2 attacks piece, 3 up. I'll roll all of them together.
Okay.
1 crit, 2 crit, and 1 normal. These are not close action.
Normal, failed. I'm down to 1 hit point.
These are the close action. Next, 2 attacks apiece, so that's another 4. And these are 4 up. Ooh, a crit, and 2 hits.
I'm dead.
Boom.
So 5 inches.
They're in atmosphere, so they're not affected, right?
Who are in atmosphere?
These two.
I don't think they're in range from it, are they? But no, they are not affected if they're in atmosphere. It's just people in low.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see. Yeah. So these, all my guys. Just my dudes.
Jesse wants to talk about the Resistance Corvettes.
That's a weird name for a Sheltari Corvette.
But so now you have to roll to see what the explosion is, adding +1 to the roll. 2, it's nothing.
Is that the catastrophic?
Yeah,
Burn up.
burn up. So nothing.
So none of them are even hit.
Yeah.
Yes. There we go. Now we've kind of evened the score a bit.
I guess.
Probably not.
So resistant corvettes. You see a return or the squadron rule.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Squadron.
Squadron. They have that.
Oh, squad.
Yeah.
Alright.
With squadron 3, 4 attacks, 4+ close action air-to-air weapons.
So these are kind of basic.
Yeah, I would say they're very close to UCM ships. What they can do, but they are pretty slow for corvettes with only thrust 12 and 4-inch scan.
He's gonna drop the atmosphere. He's gonna shoot at your dude.
Okay, that guy can drop there and shoot.
Void gates, 1 shot, 5 up, right? Isn't there a change to air?
Yes, they would hit them on a 5+
Okay.
because they are in atmosphere.
No.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Not
I
a problem.
actually, sorry, he would drop the atmosphere as well
Okay,
and
he can.
shoot one of those guys.
Yep.
Yes, that one.
But I think we are all sad about the fact that they did not get any bombardment on their corvettes.
He really needed bombardment. Alright, so now I've got the Sphinx. He's gonna come on the table. He is going to.
You still have a whole nother squad of dudes that haven't come on the
Yeah,
table.
the Jinn, they're gonna wreck your face here.
Yeah,
in a
they
second.
are. Jinn are gonna wreck my face.
You're not gonna have anything left on the table.
Nope.
Alright, so your shields are up here.
Correct.
What is your signature? I'm assuming I can
A
see you.
bajillion and a half. Signature of 16. They all have
So-
spikes, right?
22. They shouldn't have any spikes.
No, like I said, no.
Alright, we're gonna do 5 shots from high.
No.
We'll do 5 shots from high. Needing 4s to hit.
Is there
Yay.
any
You get 2 armor saves to make on your guy.
scald or no?
Not at this range.
So, but do we all agree that the Olympus/Eden takes the prize as the sexiest ship on the book?
No.
Because
it's not Sheltari.
It's really beautiful.
I'm just kidding. Yes, it is very sexy. I'm extremely faction biased.
No shit, Charlotte.
Yeah, I know, right? You've known me long enough. Let's see here. They have a 4 up, which I failed miserably, and I have 5 hull points, so the one takes 2.
You failed both of them,
Mhm.
so you're down to 3.
Down to 3.
Okay. Card flip. Hey, Jin. Wonder what they're doing.
Nothing.
They are going to max thrust to that line right there. Actually, they're going to back up a little bit. there.
So how do we feel about the big 9K mass drivers?
I love them.
If I read this correctly, it's 16 shots on 2+.
You did read that correctly.
Yeah,
Shots in 2+. So
that is
cross the
some
shooting or anything?
No, they can't shoot.
Yeah, when you max thrust. So reset.
Well, we have to go to the launch phase first.
Oh, okay.
So, and in the launch phase, we are going to well, first, before we get to the launch phase, you have this military outpost here. You can
Mhm.
shoot me.
Can I shoot your Jin?
Yes, you can. Be a wise choice to shoot the Jin, maybe. Blow one up before it.
That was the idea, because they're the heavy hitter. So I guess I'll shoot the Jin.
Okay, you get 2 shots hitting on 3s. 1 crit.
Mm-hmm. Not enough. That's gonna do like 2 damage.
Okay.
But otherwise, the ship that I look at here that I think might be one of the winners when it comes to versatility must be the Tribune.
Military outpost into this one. You know, so the Tribune, what is the tonnage on that guy? 1 hit, 1 save on you. Is that
The tonnage on that one, it's
or
a super.
super?
2.
Yeah.
So he's going in the flagship spot.
Yeah,
I'm down to 2 from 5.
2 from 5. So you are crippled.
but still only on a 210 points, which is lower than most
You've got a fire token.
battleships.
So I get 2 cards, or should I be down to 1?
You should be down to 1.
Oh. My bad.
Yeah, the resistance big heavy ships, I mean they all seem potent. The battleships, cost an arm and a leg, but the other ones, they're a little expensive, but they're not too much.
Yeah.
So I would have played this at the beginning of the launch phase. Correct?
I don't know, what is it?
Concentrated network.
Okay.
So I'm going to take one of those guys and put him here.
Why?
So then can I fire with that?
Not at the guys in atmosphere.
Oh, this thing can't fire at atmosphere?
No.
Oh. Well then, I'm not going to play this card, really, I guess. Because I'll just hang on to that one card.
I'm sure that there are tarot card sleeves.
Are you done doing all your cheesy stuff?
Oh no, I haven't even started that.
Proceed.
All right. So first things that we're gonna do is I don't like that you were putting tanks here.
I do.
Well, I'm gonna put 2 torpedoes on that spot. Maybe clear you out some.
Nah.
So I guess I have to roll them separate. First one, all crit, so that's 4 damage on it. Second one, another crit, so 5 damage. And you've got 2 armor saves to make, Sean. These do not have skulls, I don't believe.
So 1 save,
1
damage.
Yeah. But now you've got 5 armor saves to make on the tanks there. They need 5s to survive. Well, hold on. Oh,
I rolled it.
yeah. Well, whatever. I was gonna say I should put like 3 on one and 2 on the other.
Okay. Do you want me to, I'll just re-roll.
Yeah, I'll put 3 on one, 2 on the other.
So here's the one with 3.
So guys, I have to sign off. I'm flying to Sweden tomorrow.
Ooh, good luck. Safe travels.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
And then the
Yeah.
Have fun in Sweden, Patrick.
yeah.
Yeah, we're ditching off the kids, then me and my wife go to Spain. So
That seems
dead?
lovely. They
yeah, that's why you have grandparents.
there will be 4 infantry in these 2 clusters.
So see you guys, and good luck at
Yeah.
Origins if we don't speak before that.
Okay.
Yeah. See you, Patrick.
See you, Patrick.
Bye.
All right, so I'm gonna actually put 3 there,
It
1
just-
here.
It just seems so powerful. You just fire torpedo 4 dudes there.
Well, it was 2 torpedoes, but
Oh. I have to put 4 gates on that thing to get 4 dudes to go down. You're cheating.
I have limited. I've got 1 more rack of torpedoes, and then I'm gone.
Yeah, but
I'm spent.
you've been able to see. You could shoot this over here. Put 4 dudes over here.
I'd need to get within 15 inches.
So any more shenanigans? Is that tank gone?
Oh, we've got bombers.
Is the tank?
No, you survived with the 1 tank, so he's there.
Okay.
But
I thought I was dead. Do the fighter pilots stay, or are they gone?
my fighter pilots are gone.
Okay. 'Cause you got the fighters
This
there.
military outpost is at 1. We will put 3 bombers on. Who's within 15 inches?
The
Yeah,
one
all
with
of
the
them.
one. Do you want them on the one with 1 hit point, or do you want them on a new fresh one?
We want. Oh yeah, he is down to.
1.
No, he's down to 2.
Why isn't he down to 1? He should have been at 1.
No, he got crippled at 2.
Yeah, but I thought you did 1 more hull point somehow.
Oh yeah. You're
He's
right.
He should be down.
Yeah,
to
because the
1.
military outpost.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna put 3 bombers on that guy. You've got the shields up, so nothing to do. It's gonna be 5 saves with Scald, so 5 plus.
Look at that, no saves. So he's dead. See how far he blows up.
All right, it'll be
3
D3. Well, 2 inches,
But that's still my dudes.
and then the explosion will be
Oh no, that's
nothing. Yeah,
Oh.
it's nothing.
So
So
this
don't
way
worry
is
about it.
man. I just don't know. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong or what I could do better.
Well,
Keep going.
keep going. It's basically it.
So then we drop.
Yes.
Dropping 1 here. I might as well drop in the military outpost.
Mhm.
1 tank here. That's 1. I'll drop.
You got 2 more that you can. Or wait, these are cobalt.
They have 1 and 1
Yeah,
and
so you've
3.
got 5 you can do.
I have 5. I've done 1, so I'll do 2 in the military,
Okay.
and I'll do 2 because this one's at 2, right? Or no, it's at 1.
So you're going up to 3 there.
And I'll do 2.
You're at 1 there right now.
I'll put 1 and 1.
Okay.
Yes. So 2 in the 1, and then 1 in the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, but see, you got that one.
Well, technically, you own this cluster right now. I own this one. Because you've got 2 to my 1.
You've got 4 to my 3, right? Because did you say there was 4 in here from your
Yeah,
missile?
but I have this sector and I've got this sector, so 2
I see what you're saying.
to your 1. But you have 2 to my 1 here.
Yeah, and then you have that cluster and that cluster, so we're tied?
Yeah, well, it's not turn 4 just yet.
I thought it would be.
No, we're going into it now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't see myself winning this one at all.
I don't either. Because I'll get points for blowing up sectors and stuff.
Yeah, and I won't. So let me reset. I'll go here, and then here. And
Hungary battle or hive ship is always an option.
What's that?
The new event exclusive.
Well, right. So I'm gonna have to. How much is that? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't.
So I might have to have you like buy one of those because you only ever need to buy one. You can only have one, right? It's rare.
Well, I think you can put like 2 in a battle group or something. I don't know. I'd have to look at the stats.
Is it?
I haven't
Is
looked
it
at
two?
it too
Do you have?
too much.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, I might have you buy that in the book.
Well, I might. Origins is coming up.
Yeah.
Get your wallet ready.
I know.
Oh, you have to see if the fire goes out on this guy. Do you have expert repair crew or something?
No, I'm going to use that card and have it do nothing. Fire goes out, maybe. No. Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. All right. I guess I'm ready. I get to draw one card.
Yep. I'm going to discard this.
Can I discard this?
Not after you draw.
Ooh, it's a useless card. So, in terms of this game,
There's no way you can win.
no, there isn't. So we'll do the card flip, right? I have a 6. You have the Djinn.
I have the Djinn.
The Djinn are going to shoot up the
Right.
Mercury. Go ahead. Because my Mercury, we're going to shoot your battleship. Did I have a chance of really winning this? I mean, I guess you have a chance of winning it and going in, but I don't feel like I could have.
I think I would have done different stuff with your lists.
I don't think my list is very good.
I think you could have cut back a bit on the void gates.
But see, how? Because like the problem is if I cut back on the void gates, I'm only going to be able to drop one thing down where you could fire. I know you're limited to 3 per rack, but that's 4 dudes. So if I put the one guy down, you fire torpedo 4 dudes, you kill my one guy, and I'm always going to be playing down.
So here's
that's where I'm confused.
Here's where learning to adjust with the meta and stuff matters.
Mm-hmm.
Having corvettes will allow you to remove other people's corvettes and strike carriers. Now I actually don't have any strike carriers in this list, but the glass is pretty potent, especially in with the air to air buff. I think it hits on 4s now, but you could have cut back on a couple of void gates, picked up a couple of glass. The was it turquoise?
Yeah.
So if it had been up the table, it could bombard sectors and then
so it should have been one of my first ships on the table.
Probably.
And that's where that's the learning curve that I have is like I don't know who to put out first. I guess I'm still used to the standard missions that came before the push to bombardment when we didn't just line up ships, but you always kind of wanted your faster stuff out, kind of wanted to be able to maneuver and stuff like that. And I only have the one, so that's why I put the Mercury out first to get them on the table to get them there. And then I feel like I have to put gates down. I don't know if it's a handicap, but like with Shaltari, you if you're going to use the gates, you have to have them out in the beginning because they're not going to be there when you need to drop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have to put one of the 2 cards in the beginning had to been one of my 2 that had a lot of gates.
Hey,
gates down.
You could have brought the Pungari hive ship and had that back corner there.
I don't know how many points are in here.
Yeah, they're like 140 points or something like that.
Wow, that is expensive.
They don't die though. They don't do anything other than put down troops, but they don't die.
But and are they slow? They're slow, right?
Yeah, they are slow.
So that's what you want here.
Yeah, and then what you can do is you could
then I don't even need this. I can use these and the diamond. That's 125 points, I think. 100 points.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
Or maybe I could get rid of these, keep this, because that's 100 points. That's 90, because they're 45 apiece. So it's like a 10-point differential. But I think this is a little bit more robust of a ship as opposed to two of these. Plus, two of these, it's two launch. That's 3 launch.
Well, I think that the biggest tactical mistake that you made was going shields up with your battleship.
Yeah, max thrusting and throwing it up there. And that's another thing is sometimes you want to do something like that, sometimes you don't.
There was no reason to go shields up.
But you could, I guess I could have max thrust, take the spike. I have a low signature to begin with. And you probably, yeah. See, the thought process is, and one of the problems that I have as a player in any game is I look for something like hard and fast rule. Like, if you're max thrusting, your shields are going up. There's no question. In this case, it's not. It's not a hard
Well,
and fast rule.
especially since the ship that you were racing to get to is close action. You want your point defense
Yeah.
typically against that because you go from a 4+ to 5 up, whereas
But my point defense is a 12, and I need what? 5s or 6s
Mhm.
to save? Or I could put my shields up and just have a 4-up save
5 up.
with Skull.
Yeah.
So it really is irrelevant.
Mm,
Because I'm at a 5-up anyway with my shield or a 5-up with Skull, and I have 12 dice needing 5s. Or I save everything that. Do I trust that you're going to roll low and have
Right.
a small amount of damage, and then I take that same amount and roll
I
it
had-
5-up?
what, 11, 14? I think I had like something like 14 dice I was rolling.
Yeah.
But yeah, because if you didn't have your shields up, like my battleship would have never been able to shoot you.
Right. Right. I see that now. I don't play this game enough. I need to play it more.
You do.
Well, no one
Well-
plays War Machine, so
Yeah, War
here.
Machine's kind of dropping off in our meta.
pun intended. Drop.
Oh, drop it. But no, so other things that you can do is, it's real. So against Scourge, Shaltari, I think, have an issue with the low drop because these Mercuries are so good.
Oh,
so good
they're my
against like everything.
They're one of my favorite ships in the faction.
But they're, even if you only took 2 Mercuries in a group, it's a 4 versus the Jin of 3.
Yeah. I
So-
can never. Yeah. One of the things that I find is the strategy ratings, and that's why. And when we message each other, and I always say I'm slow. It's not. It's not how far those ships travel. It's slow here, and like take for instance my completely non-competitive but my favorite list of my particle man lists. They have a strategy rating of like 10, 12, 13, 14, and it's like I'm not getting anywhere anytime soon in terms of.
Fine, you're just gonna take the hits.
But
first, potentially.
I have a diamond, I have an adamant, I have 2 granites, I have an obsidian, I have 2. See, I get the 4, and I can't get the 3 because I get the. Well, I guess I could, because 4 jades is a strategy rating of 4. If I bring it down to 3 jades, then it's a 3, I believe, because they're.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 1. Yeah, frigates are 1 apiece. So, but
But jades aren't necessarily good at hunting Jinn, per
no.
se, because they have the particle.
And you want to weapons free with those.
Yeah, because they have I think they have a close action and a particle.
I mean, so glass could do it. 3 glass
Into that.
I mean, just to, well, so you're basically then gambling. Can I do roll better than you in the 3+ strategy rating? I don't know that there's a more potent package at strategy rating 3 than Jin.
Oh no! I have nightmares of Jin. I will have a nightmare tonight.
But
Son of a bitch. Just kidding.
so a lot of the times you could show up to a party with an SR of 4 and be okay fighting into somebody else who's got 2 destroyers.
Right.
Or
And and I mean, obviously, I don't have a whole lot of experience, but the Mercury package, where the 3 Mercury at strategy rating 6, or even the 4 um, taupe are Jades. Jades are the ones with the particle. Um, even a 6, typically versus PHR or UCM, it's quick.
it's a
quick.
good package,
It's
yeah.
quick enough, and plus I'm 3 ups, you know. So yeah, I agree with you. I mean, seeing it, you know, sometimes you need to see it on the table. Mercury versus you isn't as good.
No, I mean,
Or you have to hunt the right piece. Like I needed to be hunting that. I
yeah,
didn't
I don't
realize
think
it was
you
a
would.
3+.
I don't think you would have caused that
Oh.
much more damage, but
I didn't think it was. I didn't know it was a 3+. I wasn't. I again not knowing my people, but no, it's a good game. It's a fun game. I need to get better. I need to play more, and now I have the opportunity.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm trying to think. I was an idiot. I should have brought my other white one, and not the painted one. Could have my mule sit here and.
Oh yeah, I could have airbrushed all this for you.
Should have just been like, oh, what do I have that is not my painting mule? I'm just kidding. So
Well,
do you want to play it out, or do you want to? Because I mean, I agree.
No,
with
I
you.
mean we could call it here. I wish I had a book to talk Battle for Earth, but I'd have to go off of memory with lots of things. That's why I was relying on Patrick because he was sitting there looking at the stats.
So here's a question.
Yeah.
That pertains to Battle for Earth. What have they done to bring the 2 games together? Did they change any rules in Battle for Earth to make it where we could play Drop Fleet, Drop Zone simultaneously?
That's a good question. I don't know. I believe there is some sort of campaign, a couple of pages of like campaign related stuff, but that wasn't anything beta testers were looking at. I mean,
And then also in Battle for Earth, we have the rules for our destroyers and dreadnoughts, correct?
yes, destroyers, dreadnoughts, and monitors, plus
Oh,
the
monitors.
new resistance faction, which
Makes
is
sense.
the Callium Cabal and the Vega Scrap Fleet. The difference between the two is just aesthetics. If you want a military, group, that's the Callium. The Vega Scrap Fleet is just going to be more the beat up looking.
And they showed that one, right? That's the one with like it literally looked like piecemeal ships.
Yes, yeah.
Where
So
and they painted them
like
different colors
different,
to
yes.
show that we are literally jury rigging these ships together to get them into orbit to help out.
Yeah, the fluff behind it was something along the lines of now, let's say now on Earth, or a couple hundred years into the future
Sure.
when everybody's
Well, this is after Reconquest 2, right?
well, but what they're saying is with all these ships, um, that they were built to be module, where you just get spare parts and like the core of a ship they used to build to just last, and if something messed up, they would just replace that like one hangar on the ship, and you wouldn't get like a whole new ship.
Right.
So that's why the scrap fleet is still viable after living in the void for 200
Now-
years, because they were just grabbing pieces off all
Now,
the
are
other
they
ships.
in terms of fluff? Are they as mobile as the 3, 4 main factions? Like, can the scrap fleet in the fluff, are they like flying out to try to push, or are they, because they're kind of put together piecemeal ships? Are they more like better at holding planet Earth and protecting planet Earth as opposed to like pushing out?
So the fluff for drop fleet at the end of Reconquest Phase 2 was basically PA or UCM was making inroads, getting to a lot of scourge areas and basically on Earth's doorstep. Now, and they kind of talk about it in the fluff that's on for the Remnant Centurion cruiser that's on the TT Combat website. Different groups are like, so I haven't read the new fluff just yet.
Sure.
That once again, testers had no reason to see the fluff, so I'll read it in like 2 months or 2 weeks when I get my own book. But so the stuff like on the remnant thing would be like people were getting desperate, like 200 years in the void, didn't know what's going on, so
Right.
some were risking it going back to Earth. They didn't know if the nodes were, what would be at the other end of it. So that's why some going towards the colonies and stuff.
Someone wants to play the Particle Man. I'll bring out the Particle Man list. Slap some people around.
Are you going to Michigan?
The wife would allow it, but it's not likely. Well, you never know though. You never know.
There might be somebody big famous coming.
Josh, you're not that famous.
No. But yeah. So the
Sorry, I don't mean that.
the Callium cabal basically gave the middle finger to the UCM, and um, I honestly don't know where their fluff stands. If they're going to be working with the UCM, if they're going to be working with the Scourge, I mean, who knows?
So,
Somebody who's actually got the book can correct me afterwards.
switching gears a little bit to drop zone, we know we're getting the behemoths, the
Mhm.
giant things. What else, if anything, are the factions getting? Is there like a lot to
Well,
expect?
some of it was actually spoiled today because they released the Army Builder.
Yeah, I saw that. I was playing with it earlier. But I don't know how to make a list in Drop Zone. I haven't played Drop Zone in years.
So there are 2 behemoths for each faction.
Oh, really?
I don't know that the stats were in the Army Builder, so I won't really talk about those. But there are other stats for other units that people have not seen yet that are
Okay.
in the Army Builder. Um, there's like a Flame Wolverine, I think is one of them. Um, they're in the Army Builder. I'm actually drawing a blank because I can't remember which has been released or not. But there are new units. I don't know when those units and stuff will
Sure.
be getting published. So right now, the Resistance fleet, the Pungari Hive ship, and the new Walker that's a show only. I think those are the only new items for sale right now through TT Combat.
For Zone.
No behemoths are for sale yet. I mean, I'm sure 2 months, 3 months time they'll be releasing
Sure.
the new battle cruisers and stuff for Remnant, and I'm sure there's going to be kind of a staggered release schedule.
Sure. Makes sense. Did they change any of like the rules for commanders in Drop Zone Commander? Like I remember like using I can only speak from Shotari again, apologize. Like ISIS was one of our commanders.
The famous commanders.
Like are they making those guys where they're kind of playable? Or are
So
they still keeping them as kind of like, oh, you play it in a fluff campaign, not really in a tournament setting?
that's not something we were really testing.
Okay.
A lot of the famous commander models have alternate unit stats, like
Right,
the
they do.
Scourge Jungle Devil is the Scourge Eradicator, so that has a playable unit. So there are some that have alternates. I don't know the famous commanders where they
Because I bought
line up.
ISIS because I liked the ship,
Hmm.
and I was hoping to. Oh, one day I'll use ISIS, but I saw that it did have like an alternate. It either plays as that or it plays as like a specific kind of Cambion tank. I think for me,
Sure.
Cambion tanks are like one of our things.
So, but there was a lot of changes to version 2 of Drop Zone. If you were following along with the beta, uh, some of the changes were talked about. Others like CQB.
I don't
There's
even know what that is.
so previously in Drop Zone there was a special phase for CQB.
Close
Now,
quarter combat.
yeah, close quarters combat. So now it's more treated like a shooting action. Your troops will go into the buildings and they
Mhm.
will, the first person going into the building will.
Side note, is that a TT
That
combat?
that is a TT combat building.
Oh.
I should stop being lazy and paint it.
Yes.
But the first troops going into the building get to go into the building. That there's an advantage for being in the building. So like if you had some infantry in there and I'm assaulting you,
Mhm.
I have to re-roll the wounds that I get when I shoot at you. Now, close combat, all the shots hit, so it's that everything automatically hits. Um, but you can force the re-rolling of wounds. So, and then if you take so much damage, you have to take a fortitude test and like evacuate from the building. So there's going to be kind of leapfrogging into the buildings where you're in the building, I assault into the building. If you then bring in another unit into the building in a following activation and shoot me, because I was in the building prior to you, you'd have to re-roll the wounds
Oh,
against
because
them
I
as
got.
well.
Now I have dudes that can climb up the side of the building,
Your walkers and
like
stuff.
tarantulas.
Yeah,
Bird eaters.
those don't do anything for the CQBs.
Did they make? Because I remember back in Parma in your garage when we played. I remember like the flyers came in and they would travel in a straight line and they would never actually be on the table. You would just fly them across the board and do the damage and then they're off the table.
So the fast movers now, they do have to be on the table. They um, the stats I'm highly confident are going to be getting changed for the fast movers currently, but they have to be on the table now, and then they can leave off the table, and then they'll just come right back on. But they will be on the table for a turn while they do their shooting, and then the following turn they can shoot again and then fly off. So that's
then there's
the
still like the
benefit with fast.
intercept where like I remember there being a rule where like in a course of my trajectory of my plane because I had the how was it called? The Firebird? No, the Firebird's something different. Maybe it is a Firebird. It would fly and like you could intercept. You know, if you had a guy in line with the trajectory of my chosen path, you could try to intercept and shoot me down. Is that still like a thing, or did
Yes,
they
yeah,
change it?
that's still
So
there.
intercepting a flyer is still because that was a cool rule. Like I liked it. It was very thematic, both in like the movie you have in your mind when you're playing, as opposed to actually the rules. It was a cool kind of play.
So Jesse, I think at Origins, we might spend Friday night doing a small. So Derek will be there with Command Value. Actually, the whole Command Value One team will be there. I think we might do something Friday night after the fleet tournament. Maybe we'll cover. I don't know. We plan to do something, but if not, I'm sure a couple days after Origins. Well, Patrick's going to be in Sweden, so I don't have him to talk to. So, he's the other half of the Scald channel. So I don't know. Maybe I'll open up a phone call system and have people call in and talk drop zone. But
That'd be
yeah,
cool.
out of the Discord or something. Actually, that's probably an idea.
Well, if it's me, it's going to only be Sheltari.
But the problem is, it's going to be 2 weeks from now, and everybody who was over in the UK today has the book, and we'll be spoiling it. So I mean, a lot of that stuff might be uh, late to the party information. Today would have been a good day to do it. I just don't have the book.
Right. See, I still think it's spoilers or not. It's still something like. Here's the sad part. I'm gonna buy Reconquest Phase 2.
Well, you should. So
For the fluff
the
alone.
fluff isn't
Yeah.
invalidated.
No, it's not invalidated, and that's one thing I like about TT Combat because I mean I guess there's not that many people here to do my marketing pitch, but when I saw that the price of Battle for Earth was $30 for a 300 some page book, a full color, full
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
that to me is just so like to me, even if TT Combat the day after they release the book, release an FAQ that changes stat values of the things that are in there, that book is still worth buying at $30
Well, so
for the fluff alone.
so let's talk about the book. Why is there no version 2 stats in there? Well, that'd be a couple hundred pages anyways, but it's because TT Combat moving forward. I mean, if you're watching this video, you probably already heard this, but TT Combat's looking to do like every 6 months, like a quality of life update to all the stats, listening to tournament results, what's working, what's not. So,
Is there? I'm sorry to interrupt. So you said every 6 months I want to do a quality of life.
mhm.
Well, yeah, because I was gonna say, would they ever be like, well, things are going good this 6 month bracket, no new updates? Because again, other game companies that I won't name that I used to play very heavily, it seemed like they were changing rules very rapidly and trying to get things out very rapidly, and that could be detrimental to the point where sometimes you need the meta to just cool it and relax.
Well, so for, well, I mean, I can't speak to TT Combat's goals or ambitions as far as that go. But just what they've said is that they're looking at 6 month period of readjusting.
Do we need to? Do we not?
Yeah,
Let's
but
do it.
because everything's digital, nobody has to
Yeah.
worry about their zone stuff now. Fleet has the whole remnant or resistance faction in there for updates and stuff. But right now, they only have a army builder for zone.
They don't have a fleet one yet. And do they? This might be a question you can't answer. Do they talk to dropfleetlist.com, DFS, or is that something that's
I don't
because like
I
it's
don't
like
know about that.
I that's the one thing that's I don't want to say frustrating, but the one thing that's making this list. I go on DF lists and then I got to
Alright.
sit there with the book and calculate the new point values.
Um. Yeah,
You know
I
what I
don't
mean? And
know.
it's like
Yeah.
because like this list is I think over points in terms of DF lists, but it's not because of the adjustments that were made in the Adepticon errata.
Right.
So you got to sit there and calculate it out.
Yeah. So the errata, some of it made it into Battle for Earth. Um, there are other aspects of the errata that it's all in TT Combat's hands. They're reviewing it. I would expect you to see the changes when I don't know. They've been working on getting out
you
a book
expect
recently.
different changes? Like where they give like Sheltari all 2+ passive saves and 27 hull points on all their ships. Could that be possible?
It's possible, I suppose.
I obviously not that extreme, but can you see subtle changes between what was demoed?
Shaltari is Dave's favorite faction, I believe. So
So it's mine.
anything's possible.
It wasn't updating till you got a.
Until I got 100. Oh yeah, the guy who was doing DF list.
Oh, he wants to make sure it's 100%. That's fair. I mean, the product he puts out there.
Yeah, no, DF list is an amazing.
Oh, I love it. The only
program.
frustration is like because of the point adjustment and when they change the gates to 18 points, that gates are pretty. I'm using them a lot, so it's like, oh, what is it? 3 times 8, 18,
Right.
54 points. Where if you go on DF lists, it's not the same.
Yeah. So I mean that's some of the big changes with drops. I mean really that's the biggest change I think to Drop Zone is the CQB. Everything else is kind of more
Quality of life.
sideways. There was actually a lot of streamlining. So now skimmers don't just have a flat +2 to people's accuracy stats. Now skimmers got an evasion bonus of +2, and AA now modifies evasion at different levels. So typically it'll be AA -2, and it would be just like the previous version of Drop Zone where it wouldn't negate the skimmer bonus. Some AA is better at it than others, so they might have just AA -1 or AA -3. But there was some streamlining. One of the biggest things, and I don't know that that's been really talked about, the blast markers, the templates, they don't scatter anymore.
Really?
Now everything's one size. It's like the 4-inch area marker, and on a 1, the shot just completely misses. Any other result other than a hit, the target model takes the hit at energy -2. If you land a hit, you place the template. So it's cleaner.
Nice.
That was one of the most complicated things in version 1 was trying to figure out the blasts and the barrages and stuff.
So like, I bought the whatchamacallit set, the
Well,
templates. So
so
those are still useful.
yeah, the template. Well, so the 4-inch one, Jesse, the current army builder. I mean, I'm very surprised to actually see it on the website. I was not actually expecting it for another 2 weeks when it was officially launched, because I know that their web design guy has been on vacation this week. So lots of the stat changes that people are questioning on the Facebook page. TT Combat already has that information. The beta testers sent them all the stat changes that need to be looked at. I assume most of the stat changes that need to be looked at. I'm sure the community will find something that the beta testers didn't. So I would expect the stat changes for the next like 2 to 3 weeks will be pretty. I don't want to say drastic, but expect lots of changes. The website design guy, like I said, he wasn't out, or he was out, but yeah, and so the Army List Builder is still beta. It's not the finished product. It will look cleaner. What you're seeing right now was just something that he was working with the beta testers for the most part. So that's where the builder's at. If you want to see more of the finished product, go take out his go check out his Carnival gang builder, and I think it's carnivalthegame.com. But that's free, and you can see it'll look nice once it's finished. All right, well I think I'll go ahead and close out the stream here since we're approaching 2 hours. Thanks for everybody who watched.
Sorry, I didn't put out a better showing.